Okay, hey guys, so welcome to another video, and today I wanted to talk about nutrition and running and supplements for runners. And yeah, because we all know that you know, in running we use our bodies a lot, and we can cause a lot of damage to our bodies, and we want to keep our bodies healthy, and you know, we want to get the best out of ourselves pretty much. And I think one of the best ways to do that is through nutrition. And yeah, like, nutrition is everything really. It keeps us healthy or unhealthy, and it plays a big major role in you know, how you can perform as an athlete and all that stuff. So let's get on to it. And the first point I wanted to make was just looking at the best athletes in the world. Now, you know, in tennis, Novak Djokovic, he's a vegan. All the Kenyan runners that are setting world records like every year or so in the marathon and in the 10K and all these distance events, they're eating a whole foods plant-based diet for the majority of the part. Yes, I know, you know, they do eat a little bit of meat here and there, but their diet is mostly plant-based and whole foods vegan pretty much. You know, I don't like to use the term vegan, guys. Actually, I do like to use it, but I mean, it draws a lot of people off the type of diet that I'm talking about, which is a whole foods plant-based diet. And you know, I really encourage it in sport. Like, that is the best you know, diet you can possibly have for the best performance through your body. I mean, yes, you've got these diets like you know, going in the keto and high fat, low carbohydrate, and you know, I really just don't think those diets work. Not for everyone anyway. I mean, we know from like scientific evidence that our bodies are meant to run off carbs, off glucose. That's why our muscles can store so much glucose, to use it as energy, you know? Your body's not meant to store fat. If it was, we were probably meant to look like walruses and really fat animals, but we're not like that. And like, you know, we're meant to be skinny animals. And yeah, our high carbohydrate diet is just like low fat and you know, low protein. We don't need that much protein. But yeah, the point I'm trying to make, guys, is that our bodies are designed to run off carbohydrate, and it's a necessity to have small amounts of fat and protein in the diet, but the main source of fuel that we run off is carbohydrate. And whether that's Wheat Bix, which I love, or rice or pasta or whatever, carbohydrates are key, and you'll get the most energy out of eating carbohydrates. I mean, look at the Kenyans. Every meal, their staple food is rather corn flour or rice, or there's this little grain that, and what these Kenyans are eating is like some of the highest carbohydrate sources, you know, that you'll ever see. Like, higher than anything in the modernized world in like America and crap like that. And yeah, it's just what they're eating is so rich in carbohydrates, and it's just so packed with energy. And that's what you really want to be, you know, building your diet off as a runner, and especially long distance. So anyway, guys, fat and protein. Now, you don't need a lot of this in your diet. I'll go to protein first. You know, protein, it's like, it's important, but it's also not, because, you know, as long as you're getting enough nutrients, your body will be getting enough adequate protein. There's never been a case in history, besides Auschwitz camp in Germany, when these people were getting starved, there's never been a case of protein deficiency, because as long as you're getting enough food, you're getting enough protein. And not everyone realizes that. And you know, you don't see these elite runners you know, having protein supplements or drinking like eating tons of beef or milk. So you really just don't need a lot of protein to be like the best athlete you can possibly be. Yes, you need a little bit, but I don't think you need to really worry about it, especially not thinking like, oh, do I need to get this protein and have this protein also to get all my amino acids or something like that. As long as you're eating enough food, you'll get all the protein and essential amino acids that you need. If you're eating a range of plant foods, you should just be fine. And I've been a vegan for a year now. I've just been fine. I'll give you guys my personal example of what I eat as a long distance runner. A kilo of potatoes a day, sweet potatoes. Today I also ate a kilo of vegetables, and I also ate fruit and Wheat Bix for the carbohydrate sources. So that's just my example of what I eat in a day. You can find many more that are less boring, but that's what I eat. Next, I was getting to the fat. Now, personally, I mean, if you're getting too lean, you definitely want to increase the intake of fat that you're getting. But for most people, you want to lose fat, not gain fat. So you don't want to eat fat. It's as simple as that. You don't want to eat fat if you don't want to gain fat, because fat is fat, and fat just goes straight into the cells and makes you fat pretty much. But with carbohydrates, you've got a ton of storage that you can store that carbohydrates into your muscles and use it as energy. And it's actually, people don't realize how hard it is for carbohydrates, sugars to actually turn into fat. You have to have a very high excessive overload of carbs and sugars in your body, in your bloodstream, for your body to actually turn that into fat. So yeah, take my advice. You don't really need to eat that much fat. Cut out the avocados, cut out the bacon, cut out whatever plant or animal fat you're eating if you want to lose weight, or if you want to get leaner for running and you know, just be race weight, or help you to just be a lighter, more efficient runner. But of course, you don't want to get too skinny. And yeah guys, sorry, I'm just rambling off the top of my head, and this isn't a very organized video, but I'm just giving you guys my thoughts about this topic, and I'm passionate about it. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. But right now I want to talk about you know, supplements also, because I know like there's a lot of worry about supplements and if you're getting adequate nutrients. Now yes, you have a lot of elite runners that use and don't use supplements. I think you know, the tribes in Kenya and the training groups over there, I don't think they use too many supplements. I think they just go for more whole foods, plant-based diet. But you know, there's also this skepticism that they're like doping to the gills and they're all on drugs. But I'll get to that in another video. But yeah guys, yeah, I do recommend taking supplements such as B12. I personally take B12 every second day. It's such a good, even if you're lacking a little bit of energy, I definitely recommend you take B12. It gives you a good energy kick. It's just B12 pretty much. It's an essential nutrient for the body. But yeah, it's just really essential for the cells to run off, and yeah, I just find it really helpful in my daily life. And yeah, so besides B12 guys, occasionally I'll take vitamin D. Vitamin D is, you know, it's just getting, you just get it from the sun. I just take it now and then just in case. And also I take iron supplements. Now many runners take iron, and it's the biggest problem that our species of runners have. Iron deficiency is the biggest problem that us runners have, and yeah, like, I mean, it can be a pretty big problem. It can leave you feeling really weak and lazy and tired all the time, and it's just not a good feeling. So yes, I also take iron supplements every now and then, maybe once a month or something. And yeah, so just to keep your iron levels healthy and yeah, just feeling good all the time. So I mean, and yes, if you're saying, oh, but if your diet's so good you shouldn't need these supplements, that's true. I don't think I would need them if I wasn't taking them. Even if you just want to improve your running performance, I would say that just having an occasional iron supplement now and then will increase your hemoglobin and red blood cell count, which will just help you run faster, really. So just in case, you should take iron supplements, I believe. And that's pretty much it guys. I just want to say, when you're eating things like fats and fatty foods, you want to go for you know, the natural fats, the peanut butter, the avocado, and the whole fat foods that are high in unsaturated monosaturated fats, and you know, all the good fats really. And also with protein, getting your protein in. I once a week have a meal of this bean mix, and it's really good, but it's really high in protein. Now, even if it's plant protein, if plant proteins are a hell of a lot healthier than animal proteins. Animal proteins spike your insulin, spike your blood sugar, really high and it's really bad for you. That is what causes diabetes and stuff like that. No, I know you're probably thinking like, what the hell, what's he talking about? But it's true, it's a fact. If I remember, I'll link a video by Dr. Michael Greger about, you know, protein and animal products, increasing your insulin and stuff. But try and stay away from the animal protein sources and more towards the beans, legumes, nuts and seeds and protein sources around the plant-based diet. You know, protein sources from plants can still raise your insulin and therefore give you a bit of a, you know, bit of fat boost, but, you know, it's still a lot better than animal protein. So yeah guys, that is pretty much all I wanted to cover today about our plant-based diet and improving your running performance and yeah, just being healthier altogether. You want to have a diet that is just maintainable throughout the whole year, and that's just the best way to live, the healthiest way to live. And yeah, you don't want to be yo-yoing off you know, fad diets and diet trends and, you know, trying to lose this amount of weight before a race or something like that. And yeah, you just want to have one good diet that can keep you healthy and fit throughout the year and lean and, you know, skinny. So anyway guys, thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I do regular running content every week, and yeah, so please subscribe, please check my channel out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
I am on a drug. It's called Charlie Sheen. It's not available because if you try it once, you will die. Your face will melt off and your children will weep over your exploded body.